We're going to do a screencast, and I'm going to show you how to get started with Diigo. Diigo is an online bookmarking website. It's great because it can store all your websites in one spot. You don't have to worry about having a computer crash or be logged onto a certain device. It stores them all, and you can access them anywhere you have internet access. So the first thing you're going to want to do is sign up for Diigo if you haven't done that already. You just click the sign up button. I'm assuming that for this, you're just going to want to choose the free account, but there are paid account options that you can utilize if you would like. I'm going to go ahead and just sign in. Once you've signed up and you've confirmed your account via email, then you'll log in, and you'll log into a page that looks like this, which has basically just a couple different things that help you get started with using Diigo. What we're going to do first is I'm going to have you join the EDU 352 Diigo group. So you're going to go ahead and just click My Groups at the top. And when you click that, it's going to show you a bunch of groups. One of the things that I invite you to do is that not only we're going to join the EDU 352 group, but what I encourage you to do is to look for education groups. There's tons of them. It's a really good way to build your PLN, your personal learning network, with lots of different ideas. For me, it's one of those things that I subscribe to the daily emails that get sent to my email account. If I have time to look at them, I do, and if I don't, then I just go ahead and delete them. So I'm going to go ahead now, and I'm going to go to Explore Diigo Groups, and I'm going to type in UD EDU 352 and hit search. When I do that, it's going to pop right back up. I'm going to go ahead and click the group, and then there's a place that says apply to join this group. You don't need to leave a message for the group owner because I'm going to get an email saying that you're wanting to join, and then it gives you the option of receiving group email subscriptions. This is where you're going to want to make sure that you choose correctly in terms of emails. If you choose immediately, that means every time something is posted to the group, you're going to receive an email. If you choose daily, that means every time that you'll get one email per day, no matter how many postings are put in the group. Weekly, you'll get one once a week, and not subscribed obviously means that you're not going to receive any emails. I'm going to go ahead and click finish. And once I do that, it's going to let you see in the group. It just isn't going to let you add anything to the group. What we're going to do now is I'm going to show you how to add to your library. So at the top, in the My Groups, there's your username with a little pull down toolbar. And then right next to it, there's a tab that says My Library. So go ahead and click My Library. For your assignment for the Diigo website collection, I'm just going to go ahead and get to that site. What you're going to want to do for this assignment is you must identify a minimum of 20 websites and bookmark them to your Diigo account. You should find at least 2 websites in the following categories. Then it lists reading and language arts, math, social studies, science, physical education, health, educational games, lesson plans, teacher sharing, collaborative tools, Web 2.0, educational PLN resources, and the remaining websites of your choice. Now, for each website you bookmark in Diigo, you're going to need to include, I'm going to change this to a minimum of 2-sentence comment. This comment should share why you chose this site and how it could be used in your future classroom. So we're going to go back to my library. Let's say one of the sites that I want to put into my Diigo is the one that's called In Control. This is the one that you used last week when you were learning about digital age literacy and when you were learning about topics in communication and collaboration. It's got lots of great topics related to digital literacy and to ethics and copyright, informational literacy, etc. Okay, so let's say that I want to use this and I want to put this in my Diigo account as, I could put it in a lot of categories, but I'm going to put it in as a lesson plan. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to copy the bookmark, the URL, excuse me, I'm going to copy the URL, and then I'm going to go to my library. At the top, it's going to ask there's going to be a couple different buttons, but one of them over here is a big blue button on the left-hand side called Add. Click Add, and it's going to ask you what you want to add. You want to add a bookmark. Go ahead and paste the URL into the box, and when you do, it will show up and pop up a little box automatically. So in the description is where you're going to put your comment, and the comment's going to say, why did I choose this site? I'm going to answer that question. How will I use this site? I can add a tag if I would like, and this might be just something good if you wanted to do, if you wanted to keep track of your items, so you didn't have to think about it as you were adding things in. Diigo can do that for you. You can add, remove add. Don't worry about add it to outliner. Share to group. If you want to share to a group, you can. Until you've been added to the EDU 352 group, you can't. The one, which is fine. You don't need to share it at all. Please don't click the box that says private, because the way I'm going to find you via Diigo is through the group. If you click it as private, that means I can't see it, which means I can't grade it. So don't click private. Just make sure that you add your link and then click Add Bookmark. Now it shows up. Okay? Now, one of the things that I'm just going to share with you here is there's a couple little different things that you can see. One of the things that you can see is, let's say I add my link and I didn't really add my comments to it. So I can always go back and click the Edit button, and then I can add my comments later. So if you're on a roll adding bookmarks, you can always add the comments later, and that's fine. Just remember to do that, because it's that's probably the more important part of your grade, is answering these questions right here. The other thing I can do is, let's say I have a bookmark and I don't like it, I can always delete it. Same with the ones down here. If I don't want these cluttering up my space, I can always get rid of them. So that's what I'm just going to do right now and get rid of them. So for your assignment, you need to identify 20 websites and bookmark them to Diigo. Find at least 2 websites in the following categories. The categories are listed here. For each website you bookmark, you need to include a minimum 2-sentence comment. Share why you choose this site, why did you choose it, and how it could be used in your future classroom. Now, I know some of you are secondary, or maybe you're PE, and you're thinking, well, I don't really teach any of these, I don't plan to teach any of these subjects. Even if you don't, it's still really important to be well-rounded as an educator. So having some tools in your toolbox, even if you're not planning to teach that area, is going to be helpful no matter what you're going to be teaching. This assignment is due this week, so please make sure that you get it completed. You do not need to submit anything to live text, because once you've joined the group, I can find you. If you have any questions, please let me know. Thanks.